Good afternoon. This is Mario Ricci with Environmental Management, EVSP 501 with American Military University, and I'm going to be presenting a portion of the Feral Hog Management Program for the Fort Chaffee Joint Maneuver Training Center. Our vision is to reduce the feral hog management population on Fort Chaffee and surrounding areas to restore ecological balance, and I hope to do this through an adaptive management plan with sustainable practices to ensure a healthier environment for wildlife, the personnel enjoying the outdoors there, as well as local stakeholders. To take a look at some of our stakeholders, we've got the United States Department of Agriculture and the Arkansas Department of Agriculture, which I hope will allocate less resources in the future upon a successful turnover of this plan. I'm also looking at the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission and the Fort Chaffee Environmental Office, and I'm hoping that they can focus their efforts and resources elsewhere as the feral hog population requires less attention. Our local hunters and farmers, hopefully our farmers will see less crop damage in the future, and our hunters will see a healthier deer population and healthier population of other game animals as well. Another goal of mine is to ensure that the local businesses and residents don't receive any property damage or additional property damage from expanding or pressured hogs. Ultimately, my goal is to bring ecological balance back to Fort Chaffee and the surrounding areas. And I hope to do this by ensuring the effectiveness of the plan and adjusting our practices as needed. So what I'd like to do is examine current trapping methods, verify the effectiveness, and adjust those as required. I also want to continue with the newly introduced United States Department of Agriculture heli hunting, which this past year was the first year that was introduced, and I would consider that a success, with 751 hogs eradicated from the facility. And we'd also like to offer hunting opportunities as well. That could be a chance to bring in a little bit of funding through a small fee, maybe like a $5 permit, and that'll also offer some education to the local hunters as well through maybe a 1 or 2 hour orientation course. And then I would also like to see an increase in fines and or jail time, as well as the possible banning, perhaps seasonally or for life, from this wildlife management area and other state-run wildlife management areas for any personnel that are intentionally contributing to the spread and release of feral hogs. And hopefully we can use Fort Chaffee as a model for feral hog reduction programs in the future. I think this is relatively attainable given the restrictive nature of this particular WMA. We have some options that are available to us that are not necessarily available to other wildlife management areas. We can operate a little bit more restrictively. And I would like to do that through cataloging our lessons learned to monitor the adaptive management in a controlled environment. And hopefully we can draw on our successes and failures and take some of those lessons learned for consideration and implementation, both locally within surrounding counties and other wildlife management areas, and hopefully throughout the state and regionally as well. And if there are no questions, thank you.